So here we are on the grid, waiting for the 5 red lights, and they're out, so we're underway. The race has begun. Watch Tom Stevens as he leads into turn 1, covers off Alex Laho. Look at Owen McGorgy taking a look. Grankvist takes the high line, goes all the way around the outside. Grankvist up to second. Great start from the champion. Look at this, Jan Grankvist much closer to Tom Stevens. He does go for a move. For the first time, the lead of the race is going to change. Jan Grankvist goes to the inside and does take the lead away from third place on the grid, and it's only taken him 4 laps. Ed Hunter, that is why he's the champion. Sorry, there's Hygo Poom now getting up into the points, passing Pascal Pollens, but he'll be hang out to dry on the outside. Has to drive his way all the way around, and you can do that. There is grip out there. And then, of course, it becomes the inside line. Very good move from Hygo Poom. Adam Maguire has a real slipstream here, and they're going to go nearly 3 wide into the braking zone because McGorgy took a look at Laho at exactly the same time. They're pushing each other through the corner, not quite literally. Oh, big dive! Big dive to the inside from Adam Maguire. Very opportunistic, very last minute, but actually a very good move and totally clean, and he goes up, he's double dived! Goes up the inside of Alex Laho, keeps it on the curb. In Super League, that is the track limit, so that was fair. What a sequence of corners from Adam Maguire as side by side we have Carlos Martin and Alex Laho. Laho loses another place. Martin through to 7th on a big dive in the background. Chris Shepherd there running a little bit wide, almost running into the back of Daniel Stepkowski, but keeps it on the road, and he's now side by side with Moritz Kropp on the exit. Big twitch, saves it. Kropp goes through on the inside as Alex Laho pits now, so gets off those tyres very quickly indeed.
As here comes Tom Stevens up the inside of Grankvist.
And he's going to take it back. Look, he's still alongside him. And Grankvist not able to keep the overlap. So Tom Stevens goes back through to the lead of the race. Into the pits now, Maguire. Oh, they're all coming in. McGorgy is in. Schluter also pits. And Martin stays out, so he'll take second. Jan Grankvist is in the pits.
Look at Jeffrey Fournier, now promoted into 6th with all those pit stops ahead of him, having an attack on Chris Shepherd here. Shepherd sticks right to the outside line. Jeffrey Fournier, easy select with the DRS into the top 5 there, but Grankvist is already on the move, picking off his teammate Fabio Sixter.
Jan Grankvist now going up into 13th place, passing Philip Pushke on the inside. Into the pits comes Tom Stevens and Carlos Martin and Robin Panzer. Look at that, the top 8 drivers all in the pits now. So Matthew Williams will go through, and he'll take the lead of the race. Now watches Jan Grankvist. Whoa, it's mayhem in the pit lane. Grankvist goes through as well. Where is Tom Stevens? Stevens is ahead. Oh, and wide goes Grankvist.
So Maguire getting backed up into McGorgy and Schluter here, which is not what he wanted. Oh, a big spin for Philip Pushke, and Maguire just gets on the brakes in time and gets through, but it's now very hectic into turn 11.
Now look at McGorgy side by side with Maguire on the outside, and that will turn into the inside. No, it won't. Look at that. Oh, I thought he might have dived, but you can't outbrake Adam Maguire, at least not on a day like today. And in the background, Mark Schluter, and side by side Sixter and Laho, 3 wide. Oh, that's Stepkowski getting involved now. A little bit further back, Pushke and Martin fighting. Laho on the inside goes through on Sixter. He's on fresher tyres, so that's to be expected. Very hectic on track. Martin on the inside of Pushke. It's this Philip Pushke.
This is when he spun in front of Maguire, isn't it? So through turn 9 and 10, goes a little bit wide onto the curb. Yeah, there we go. Just tried to rejoin off the curb. The curb sort of sucked him in, right, and it is rejoined right into the path of Adam Maguire. There's some great reactions from Maguire and the rest of the field as well, not to run into him. Now Stevens is starting to get really held up by Janssen Bintz in the stacks. And now it looks like Grankvist is going to try and follow through immediately, but he's not able to do so. And that's going to allow Tom Stevens to escape and now catch up to Luke Mitchell. But Grankvist immediately dives at the inside into 13, and Bintz tries to hang it out, but those tyres, those mediums, are just not in as good condition.
As into the pits up in front, and it's Williams from the lead. So Mitchell will briefly lead the race. I say briefly because watch Tom Stevens. He'll get him into turn 1 here. Up the inside. Pretty late, but does go through, and there's no way that the Nocturne car was going to put up much of a defense there.
This is Williams and Vac, I think.
Yep, side by side, Williams and Work through the S's. Oh, they do make contact, and a big spin for Williams. Here's the move. This is Grankvist on Luke Mitchell. Goes to the inside and does get through. In the background, Maguire does the same thing on Janssen Bintz and is followed through very quickly by Owen McGorgy. There may have been a bit of contact there, actually, so hopefully it was all clean. Hopefully no damage, but they certainly looked very, very close indeed. And now Mark Schluter is the next one to make the move, and he also goes through on the inside. And Grankvist not close enough, but in the background, we got Maguire on Mitchell, and nearly 3 wide again. That's McGorgy up the inside. And... whoa, does get through. But I don't think Grankvist is quite going to have a chance this lap unless he uses a heck of a lot of push to pass. But I tell you what,
he's using it.
He does go to the inside, and he does. He'll still have the inside. Stevens fights back. Oh, the leaders are side by side now, heading into this third sector of the course. Around the outside goes Jan Grankvist for the lead. He'll have the inside for the next corner, just as he did at the end of the straight. And after 3 or 4 corners of fighting, Grankvist does go through to the lead. A really good, really brave manoeuvre.
McGorgy's got through.
McGorgy up to 3rd place. I'd love to see what happened between McGorgy and Maguire. It was probably another straightforward...
Whoa!
Well, what happened there? So out of the race goes Janssen Bintz. We're on board with the Shepherd. And he is also out of the race now. Wow, he almost lost it in sympathy there. But I believe has now also retired, unless I'm very much mistaken. And there he is just pulling off, so Shepherd calls it a day. But we're on board now with Carlos Martin on the back of Daniel Stepkowski. He will go back through. P6 is now his once again. And in the background, side by side, were Fournier and Lahoe. Fournier on the inside, Lahoe on the outside.
Now Sergio Fletcher is having a go at Alex Lahoe. So what a difference 23 laps makes.
Into the pits, Jan Grankvist from the lead. So Grankvist pits, Stevens will lead the race. Mark Schluter up the inside. Oh, that's very close. Drives him out to the curb, just as we've seen so many drivers doing. You'll have the outside line now. That's a very long corner to find yourself on the outside. But once again, keeps it stuck in. It will be very tricky for Owen McGorgy to hold off Mark Schluter, who goes right to the inside. Whoa, they nearly bang wheels. They may have made a slight bit of contact. They both run wide. Both run wide on the exit of the corner, and McGorgy is not happy with that. McGorgy sticks his nose in, and wide again goes Mark Schluter. Both feeling tight in this place. Oh, Schluter, oh my goodness, nearly slides into the rear of him. And still they go side by side, just as they did a lap ago. And McGorgy once again fends off Mark Schluter. And into the pits now comes Owen McGorgy. And through on the inside now, big dive from Maguire. And nearly gets it done. Schluter runs wide over the curb. He'll have to give that up, and he does. And there's Grankvist getting past Fournier in the background, up into P6. And Moritz, who has not had a great season, is doing one of his best showings so far today, but will be overtaken there by Jan Grankvist. And there is Schluter now, about to be passed by Jan Grankvist, surely on the straight.
He's got a 14-lap tyre delta, Caitlin. This is going to be like taking candy from a very, very small infant here. Grankvist has got the inside, he's got DRS, and Schluter tries, he might, to hold the outside. Oh, tries to turn in from the outside, but he realises that wasn't a very good idea and backed out.
I think something just happened to Dylan Fisher that is not conducive to a good result. He's heading up towards turn 2. Oh! Goodness! Wow! Well, for the second race in a row, Dylan Fisher has ended up on his lid. And on this occasion, I don't think that was his fault at all. As Grankvist goes for it on Maguire, that's a very important move. Up the inside, into second position. Now there's Moritz Kropp being passed by Jeffrey Fournier. Fournier goes through into 5th position. And they're both coming in. So Maguire comes in. Schluter seemed to make that decision quite late, actually. And Schluter's gone through. Well, there's Schluter. And Maguire's dropped way back here, so there was a mistake.
Oh, wow. That's where it started. He went a little bit too far over the curb, but then had to skip 8 and 9 completely as Tom Stevens pits from the lead as well.
And he will have to pass him on the road. And talking of passing, that is Alex Lahoe going up into 13th place ahead of Luke Mitchell.
But now Martin, closer than he's been looked in a while, has got DRS, is going to pull to the inside to try and snatch that 4th position on the road. And there we go, long before the corner, the Spaniard is ahead into 4th positions.
Robin Panzer, P6, going for Daniel Stepkowski, goes to the inside, and he'll get that move done before the braking zone. Dylan Fisher and now Sergio Fletcher, both caught out by the same corner, through what I expect. Oh, and okay, never mind. Well, I forgive the track builder because that was Sergio Fletcher's mistake.
Into the pits comes Jan Grankvist, and that could be his final stop.
I think he'll do it here into turn 1. He'll make the move as quickly as he possibly can. This is a chance. Schluter not even just defending for that one. Here we go from Granqvist on Panzer. And there's now clean track between him and the race leader.
There's Heiko Poom coming out the pits right alongside them. There we go. Alex Lahou gets through. Is Handgraf going to follow through? Yes, he is. Surely 2 into 1 will not go. And there we go. Heiko very, very sensibly leaves just enough room.
Robin Panzer emerging from the pit lane. And it was very close between him and Daniel Stepkowski on pit exit. Oh, and he spun it. He's sideways. Oh, a good save from Panzer, but that won't do his new tyres any good. And we're going to see a replay of Philip Pushkate, who had a major save earlier on in this race. As he gathered this one up, well, we're about to see, no. So here is Alex Lahou. I think he made a mistake there. We're going to see. Over the curb, big, and a full 360-degree spin. Very well gathered up there from Alex Lahou, but he did lose 2 positions as a result of it. And a big dive from McGorgy going to 6th. Oh, it was initially a good move, but he's run a bit wide on the exit. They touch. Fournier came back at him. They touched wheels. He wasn't clear when he thought he was. Now they go, oh my goodness.
No, Owen, no.
Wow, McGorgy fought back into the S's. But I tell you what, Fournier is closer to Krop here and will go side by side, despite Krop also having the DRS and the incentive to fight with Adam Maguire. Fournier on the inside. Kicks out the tail a little, but does go through. So Fournier up to P5 with just 6 laps to go.
There's another big dive, this time McGorgy up the inside of Moritz Krop there. There's a little bit of wheel banging. This time McGorgy does get through.
Down the straight we go. Fournier and McGorgy both have DRS, as does Krop, but watch as McGorgy challenges. McGorgy to the inside, he'll go back to P5, so pushes Fournier back to P6.
Martin up the inside of Moritz Krop, sorry to interrupt.
Does go through to 7, that's okay.
There's, big dive up the inside from Panzer on Moritz Krop at turn 15 again. They just avoid lodging wheels into one another. Panzer's going to have to go the long way around, and sure enough, Moritz Krop runs him out wide. But Panzer still there as they go into turn 19. Wide goes Moritz Krop, through goes Panzer. He had to really stick it out for that one.
They're gaining down the straight. He goes, he dummies him, goes to the inside. A good move from Fournier, but does he get it slowed down? They touch. They're overlapping nearly 3 wide into the corner. They touch again and through on the inside. Fournier takes a look. Up the inside goes Maguire. And Maguire gets 4th, and here comes Fournier at the same time. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide into the corner. Goodness me, great move from Adam Maguire to defend P4. Meanwhile, Tom Stevens has won the US Grand Prix, and there's a crash. McGorgy has been tipped into a spin by Jeffrey Fournier. So Stevens wins. Granqvist is 2nd, Schluter 3rd. There is our race winner.
But yeah, this is a replay of what happened then. And Fournier sort of got sucked in, but that all sort of started because Fournier almost sort of hit the back of...
goodness. He hit Carlos Martin as well.
He tried to go underneath Carlos there.
Well, quite literally. And then this fight, which is between Handgraf and Williams. Williams dives. This is for the final points-paying position. Little wide over the curb goes Handgraf. And look at Tomasz Vok up the inside. And Handgraf should fend him off. Whoa, big slide and a spin. He's lost it. So Williams drops to 17th position. Tom Stevens wins it with a fantastic bit of strategy. Jan Granqvist 2nd, couldn't quite do enough. Mark Schluter is 3rd, then Adam Maguire 4th. Jeffrey Fournier, I don't quite know if he will hold that 5th position without meaning to assume what the stewards will say, but he is 5th temporarily. Then it's Carlos Martin and Owen McGorgy, then Robin Panzer, Moritz Krop and Daniel Stepkowski, the top 10. 11th position, Jukka-Pekka Laulu, the 2nd Super Venturi. THR definitely took points out of them today. Heiko Poom P12, then Fabio Sixter P13, Alex Lahou from 2nd on the grid down to P14. What a dreadful day he had. Stein Handgraf P15, then Tomasz Vok, Matthew Williams, Luke Mitchell, Philip Pushkate, and Dennis Urban, with Pushkate and Urban being out of the race, and Mitchell taking that fastest lap right towards the end of the race. And then more DNFs, the unfortunate Sergio Fletcher. Well, I say unfortunate, but he did crash on his own. Dylan Fisher was more unfortunate, getting caught out by the curbs. Alexander Ragosa, Chris Shepard, Janssen Bintz, and Pascal Pallance all retired as well.